But tell me, have you ever missed someone that you were never actually with? Not an ex, not a partner, someone who you thought might become a part of your future. And then somehow they didn't. I was thinking about this recently because a friend of mine shared a story with me. And the strange thing is, at first, it didn't sound like a story worth sharing. There were no dramatic romance scenes in them, no grand love story, no official relationships, just two people who happened to meet at the right time or maybe the wrong time. They started talking casually. A few messages here and there, nothing special. At least that's what they told themselves. But then the conversations got longer. A quick, how was your day? Turned into long conversations. They talked about childhood memories, dreams they had never told anyone, the kind of fears people usually hide behind those smiles. And this little by little, they became a part of each other's routines. They became the first message in the morning and the last message before bed. They shared funny screenshots, random thoughts, songs, memes, and life updates no one else would understand. Months passed this way, and somewhere along the line, something changed. Not in the conversations, but in the imagination. Without realizing it, they started creating a future. Nothing huge, just tiny moments that mattered a lot. Like a coffee shop they'd visit together someday, a city they'd walk through, a conversation they'd have when they finally meet, and 100 tiny little possibilities like this. And that's how hope works. It never arrives all at once. It sneaks in quietly until one day you realize you're emotionally invested in a future that doesn't even exist yet. Then came the shift. No argument, no dramatic goodbye, just distance. At first, it was barely noticeable. A reply that took a little longer to arrive. A conversation that ended a little less curiosity, a little less effort. The kind of change that's impossible to explain but impossible not to feel. So they did what most of us would do. They made excuses for each other. Or, oh, they must have a lot going on. Oh, it's just a phase. And deep down, they knew something was slipping away from them. Weeks later, the person who once felt so present in their lives felt like a stranger. The conversations became occasional and then rare. And then almost non existent. And eventually, no official ending, no closure, no final conversation, just silence. That's when the real pain began. Not immediately at first, but at the beginning, there was confusion. They kept checking their phone, rereading old conversations, wondering if they had said something wrong, wondering if they should reach out, wondering if the connection had ever meant as much to the other person as it did to them. They stayed in confusion for days, and these days slowly turned into months. And that's what hurt the most. It was not missing the conversations, they were just missing the future that had quietly taken shape in their mind. The experiences that they thought they would share with each other, in a version of life they had started believing in. One day, she told me something I'll never forget. She said, I think I'm heartbroken because I lost the story I was telling myself about us. And honestly, I think that's what so many people experience. The hardest heartbreaks aren't always the ones that end. Sometimes they are the ones that never began. Just think about it for a minute. When a relationship ends, painful as it is, at least there is an ending, a clear moment, a point where the story stops, and then something never officially starts. Then where is the ending that you point to? There are only possibilities. And possibilities can haunt us far longer than reality. There's a quote often attributed to Mark Twain. I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened. Maybe the same thing is true with heartbreak. Some of our deepest pain comes not from what happened, but from what never happened. From futures we imagined, from stories we wrote in our minds, from possibilities that we never got the chance to make it a reality. And here's the beautiful part of that story. About a year later, she told me that she thought about that person again. And she spoke to me about this person. And when I asked her, do you miss that person, or do you even still think about them? She just smiled. Sad kind of smile, the peaceful kind. And she said, sometimes. And she added, but I don't miss that person anymore. The answer surprised me, and so I asked, what changed? And her response was very simple. She said, I stopped looking at what could have been, and I started paying attention to what still could be. Now please think about it for a moment. For months, both of them had been staring at a closed door, trying to understand why it closed, trying to force an end that made sense, trying to solve a mystery that had no answer. But healing began the moment they turned around and noticed that there were other people, other experiences, and other possibilities. A future wasn't dependent on that one person. And maybe that's the lesson. Not every meaningful connection is meant to last forever. Some people enter our lives to show us what we value, to reveal what we are ready for, to help us discover parts of ourselves we didn't know existed. And then they leave just like that. Not because the connection wasn't real, but because its purpose was different from what we imagined. So if you're missing someone you were never actually with, maybe stop asking, what if it had worked out? And stop searching for explanations you will never receive. Instead, ask yourself, what beautiful things might still be waiting for you that you haven't imagined yet? Because the truth is, my dears, the chapter you're grieving is never fully written, but the chapters ahead, they still are waiting to be written on. And somewhere on those unwritten pages are the people you'll meet, memories you'll create, and moments that will make you grateful for life. And it will also make you happy that you didn't stop at that story you thought you wanted. Sometimes the most important people in our lives aren't the ones who stay, they're the ones who teach us how to move forward. And that's where the story truly ends. Not with them, but with you. If this video resonates with you, and if you are in a relationship with somebody that is not even there, comment me and we will be in touch. The hardest part